Welcome to Inside the She Cave, Trailblazers, Innovators, Rule Breakers. I am your host, Cindy Glanzrock. I feel especially privileged to take you on a journey with a true fashion icon, Donna Karan. She's a trailblazer who shaped the industry, innovated how we dress, broken rules, and sparked meaningful change for over 5 decades. From the landmark moments in the 70s with Anne Klein at the Battle of Versailles when the French and Americans competed on the runways in Paris, to when Roe v. Wade redefined women's rights, Donna Karan has remained a light force of creativity and change. Today, her name resonates not only with timeless fashion, but also with a legacy of health and wellness, cultural preservation with her work in Haiti, and with the creation, of course, of Urban Zen. Donna's story is about much more than clothes. It's about connection and community. We'll also delve into her personal philosophies and of her late husband, Stephen Weiss's profound influence on her work and the importance of her family. It is important that you know this episode was recorded one day before the 2024 presidential election, hence the accessories. Join us here inside the She Cave as we uncover stories, challenges, and triumphs of one of the most influential fashion icons of our time. Donna Karan, welcome.
Cindy, it's amazing that we finally got together.
Well, then let's just jump right into it. I want to ask you, in your book about connecting the dots, which I believe you wrote that book with, I don't know if you wrote it, you had someone who wrote it with you, but it was an incredible book, Connecting the Dots.
Well,
I don't know if you have a copy of it.
Me. The person who worked it with me has been with me for years and years, and she knew me better than I knew because I'm about to do my next 23 years that nobody really knows.
Okay, great. Congratulations.
Particularly the fact there's a company named Donna Karan.
Wow.
And I think out of everything was probably the most difficult thing for me to handle right now. Because Urban Zen, I didn't feel that, even when I spoke to LVMH, I said, I've done Anne Klein, I've done Anne Klein too, I've done Donna Karan, I've done DKNY. And I really believe that the fashion industry is in trouble. It is. I mean, there's not even a maybe about it.
And when you say it's in trouble, what do you mean by that?
In trouble is the fact that you show the consumer 6 to 7 months before the clothes come out. Mm-hmm. Guess what? They got knocked off.
Right.
So all the cheap and deep people make the clothes, and all my clothes are in all the stores, and I said, this doesn't work. And I kind of sit there.
I mean, Alexander's was doing that, as you know, back in the 70s when my mother was there. They were doing the knockoffs, but they were working with the couturiers to do the knockoffs.
Well, that's the problem. So, when Calvin was there, Ralph was there, we were all together, completely independent.
I see.
Completely. I was black, Calvin was neutral, and Ralph
Lauren was preppy.
Preppy and vintage.
Vintage.
And we all stood independently. And that to me is a designer.
Well, that's their creative expression.
And my husband made me make fragrance. And I said, but Stephen, I don't use fragrance.
Right.
I only use oils. To this
he
day,
needed to design. He needed to design something, so he made those beautiful bottles.
I'm not a fragrance person. But I said, listen, if you could get me your neck, Vicuña suede, and Casablanca lilies, we'll talk about it.
Oh, those are the 3 cents.
That was the first fragrance. And he made the bottle, made everything. Now he wants to make it into shampoo and conditioner. I said, if you think I'm going to sleep or wash myself in perfume, no way.
Right. So the buck stopped there.
Started the most amazing, really incredible. I look at this book today.
Show the front of the book. I love the book. It's beautiful.
There's a lot here. The Journey of a Woman.
The Journey of a Woman. Oh, wow.
But the whole story on that happened the night before we were shooting. And we were shooting, I forgot, Don't Mess With Me, Fellas, at a boardroom. And she said, don't mess with me. I said, no, it's a woman for president. In one day, Peter Arnell got us down to Florida with Rosemary Bracco. And when Hillary ran, I said, thank God, how many years has this taken? And today we're sitting here today,
Right.
And we
Right.
still don't have a woman's president? It's
Right.
unacceptable. I mean,
Well,
to
we're
me,
praying.
Hillary knew the world. She still knows the world. Her film that she has just done is extraordinary.
So
With
this
her,
is the film called Zorowski versus Texas,
the two of them.
right? And there was also Red, White, and Blue, the short documentary, which I saw both. They were amazing.
This is very, very funny. This is when I
Donna,
opened my first store on Madison Avenue.
890 Madison. I remember that store. It was beautiful.
And then I opened up DKNY, but the first thing I wanted was food. When I opened in London, I said, I don't want clothes. I want to feed people.
Jewish mother.
I want to give them newspapers. I want to give them children's games. It's not about fashion. Fashion is just a piece. And that's how I feel about Urban Zen. When I did GKMY, I said, I just don't want a bunch of clothes. I want vintage. I want this. I want that. I want children's clothes, bicycles, things that you could relate to. And the food was very important to me. We had a great cafe.
Oh, I wish I went.
But I feel that anything I open has to have a world behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm changing the whole Urban Zen property because it was originally my husband's. It wasn't a commercial, and I have to change it all. I mean, we've had food conferences. We've had His Holiness, the Dalai Lama was the first person there. The second was 10 days on healthcare. Where is the care in healthcare? I cannot believe 24 years ago when we're still talking about healthcare. It's worse now than ever before, especially in our generation.
This is the Urban Zen t-shirt. I'm wearing your Urban Zen t-shirt today.
Right. My husband said to me, Donna, whatever you do, take care of the nurses. Because what it was the nurses were so overwhelmed. They couldn't do it all. So they needed that person in the room with the patient and the wife and the mother to take care of them. So we created the Urban Zen Integrative Therapist with Rodney Yee and Colleen Sademan.
So Rodney Yee and Colleen Sademan, did they have Yoga Shanti already at that point? And then you brought them on board.
Well, I was a yogi with them.
Oh,
and
wow.
I said, God, this is what we need. We need to take care of people. Mm-hmm. So out of that came the Urban Zen, and we taught it at Urban Zen. It was phenomenal. And we spoke to most yogis because they understood the body. So we did in-bed yoga, Reiki, aromatherapy, nutrition, end-of-life care. And that's the whole world we live in today.
And that happened for you because when Stephen was ill, you were taking care of him. Is that what made you want to do this?
Stephen asked me, go home, go to work. I said, honey, I want to be with you. He said, go to work. I have the greatest nurses in the world.
Oh, great.
He was sick for 6 years. And he started riding motorcycles. He said, I'd rather go on a bike than in the hospital.
Yeah. I read that chapter in your book where he had a broken arm or he one day.
He fell off the bike and they carried him away. And I'm watching this and I'm going, what is going on?
He was an adventure.
He was a Virgo. I was a Libra. And let me tell you, Virgos are brilliant, but Libra's like peace at every price. We're a little bit all over the lot, but I needed the Virgo to hold me down.
Right.
And that was him.
You gave Bill Clinton the Stephen Weiss Apple Award, which you created as part of your a foundation you created, right? You had this foundation at the time?
So I had the foundation, which I decided to take personal because in a corporate foundation, there are people there's so many foundations out there. I think I'm a part of, but I still carry through what we do. And what I feel that Urban Zen is a space and a place where people can come together and talk. It's
I
not
like that.
about fancy schmancy or anything like that. But right now, when we had to listen to the films, we went to Urban Zen. It was a
Nice.
small group of people.
Philanthropy has been a part of your life since seventh.
Oh, well, Seventh on Sale started immediately because I said, I have all these clothes and there's so many sick people out there.
Who were dying of
That's
AIDS at the time. Perry Ellis, I remember you were at Perry
when
Ellis's
Perry,
office.
when
Yeah.
Perry got AIDS, I went to Perry and I said, Perry, we've got to do something. He said, Donna,
Yes.
this is a private thing. I said, what's wrong with it? Oh, I ate something wrong. He said, that's one world and it's private. Well, I could not get to that point. And then I said, I've got to open up stores all over the place and let all the money go to AIDS. All my friends were dying. So then Anna Winter came together and really created an amazing event.
And then you did it with Liz Tilberis for
And then Liz
ovarian cancer.
happened when Stephen was sick, Liz was sick, with a very special thing. Again, bringing everybody for 22 years. We did it at Urban and the Hamptons. We had kids' places. Everybody brought their clothes in. Oh my God, they sold the clothes like crazy. All these clothes that are out there
Right.
need to make a difference in the world.
Yes.
It's not just what's new, what's new, what's new, what's new. That I think is old.
Well, everyone loves to wear vintage clothing. And you have 7 easy pieces, which I want to ask people that a lot of people don't understand what that expression meant. And I
Well,
think it's
I'm going to show it to you right here.
7 easy pieces. I thought it was
I
brilliant because
did
you
it.
simplified the whole concept of
Started
fashion.
Donna Karan. All I wanted to do when I started Donna Karan is to start at 7 easy pieces. Now, women are so busy. I'm not asking to buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. Buy a story.
Mm-hmm.
I start my day every day with a bodysuit and leggings because I exercise.
Right.
After that, I throw on a sweater, I throw on a coat. Now, I usually don't have makeup on. I'm doing that for you.
Thank you. That was nice. I put makeup on for you too.
This is my nighttime look.
What about the accessories you wear? All the
And
accessories.
you're wearing your bodysuit for day, and then you throw on a gold sequin skirt. Now, this sequin skirt is at the Met.
Oh, wow.
It is still in my collection today.
Oh, wow.
I haven't changed. I bore me. It's black, camel, and gold. Because black, for me, was the base. And what is the accent?
Well, you have all these spice colors in the store now that are.
And that was my summer wardrobe. But comes fall, I still wanted to keep the color alive. So I did the color plus black. These were done how many years ago? This is leather, all one by one, handmade.
Where?
It's made by a friend of mine. And this has gone back, I can't tell you how many years. And the thing is, when you have something, it lasts forever. What I want is artisan. So my big artisan move was with President Clinton, sent me to Haiti. The woman who ran my studio was Haitian. Says, Donna, we've got to do something for Haiti. Now, Haiti is right next to Paraquet, where I built a home there for all my children. And as my husband passed away, we did our vows there for the last time. And I gave this land to him that the children would all be able to be there. My furniture company started because I had it all made in Bali.
Oh, wow.
So all my furniture was made in Bali. And the next thing I knew, everybody wanted the furniture.
So you started a furniture collection.
So the furniture's in the store. Everybody wants the furniture, the beds. So
you were a vertical operator.
For me, is really where it's at. And my husband was my inspiration to everything. Stephen never saw the New York store finish. He didn't want me to do it. When I went to Haiti,
tell us about that.
Everybody was doing something because it was the horrible, storm.
2010.
Haiti was destroyed. Sean Penn went and really got involved in it, took care of the people, created it. I had gone there, and I realized that every single person in Haiti was an artist.
Oh, really? So they
That
would make,
blew me away because nobody was really talking about the artistry of Haiti. So all the chandeliers that sit in my office are all Haitian.
oh, really? That's incredible.
This,
I didn't know that.
the crystal chandeliers.
The crystal ones are beautiful.
How Urban Zen started. So then I went to Haiti and I worked with
So sad.
Hope Help and Rebuild Haiti. So I worked, and what I realized about Haiti, Haiti truly represented every part of me. The healthcare part is right here. Teaching and working with the artisans, the children.
Children.
I brought all my campaigns to Haiti to shoot in Haiti.
Oh, wow. That's
So I
great.
shot in Haiti.
Did your
All my
advertising campaigns.
Every single person in Haiti is an artisan. But what's going on there right now is horrible.
I know you do a lot of work. You have all about well-being and empowering children and preservation of culture. All that was because Haiti kind of motivated that. And now it must be
Haiti's
frustrating that
got
you
it
can't
all.
go there.
The thing
Haiti's
about
got it
Haiti
all.
is it was all there and was able to announce the fact that this is what can happen in the rest of the world. So each city, each state has their issues. You've got to bring people together to deal with the hospitals there, the healthcare there. We've started what can be done. So when I went out to LA and I worked with the head of UCLA there, they said to me, Donna, we want you to heal every single one of our nurses and doctors. We did that in LA.
So when you say you did that, is that like a meditative class skill? What kind of skills do you bring to them?
Took care of the people who were so stressed to the
Right.
max, of able to take a deep breath before they walk into another room instead of going like that. Because if I could show everyone right now, they would just close their eyes and feel energy going right through you, and slightly now open your eyes. Your energy is totally changed. I believe every school should start the class that way. That's education. If I get people in a room, I have them all take a breath, go into center, because right now we're on our phone, we're on this, we're on that, everything. But where is our heart and where is our center?
Yeah, that's a good question. Where is our heart? Your holistic approach to leadership is what I love.
We today must connect our dots. It's about we. It's us all coming together.
Yes.
My dream in life, I had two. And I went and I said, if at 1 o'clock every day a sound was heard, and let's say where the sun rises out in the west, where you take a breath, put down your gun, put down everything,
Put down your gun.
find your center, and then give it to someone else, and someone else, and someone else. And the entire world could become one.
It sounds like a beautiful dream.
And then I thought, okay, let's start in New York. Let's start it there. Because, the other issue is who shares that with you, who helps you make it happen. This is not about a me, it's about we. I've never stood there as Donna Karan because you're only as good as the people you have around you.
Absolutely. And you've been so amazing in your book, The Journey, which I love. Everyone has to read this book. It is so fabulous. And you know why I love this book? Because it's so you. I mean, every story from like you're going out with Mark, and then you had a one night stand with Steven, and then you went back to Mark because there was security and you didn't want to be lonely and you wanted to have children, and Steven already had children. I'm like, this woman just tells it all. I just love that about you. And I think that people like Anne Klein, who you like told her you were leaving and then she took you back, it's because people like fall in love with your honesty. You're no bullshit. You're straight. You're not snooty. You know, you like people that are sometimes really smart and even sometimes snooty because they're so smart. They don't want to waste their time with people that aren't smart. So you attract all kinds of people because of your groundedness, even with your chaoticness, as Barbara Streisand describes it.
No, the problem is I see a future.
Yes.
I see a way to do it.
Okay.
I don't think it's Democrat and I don't think it's Republican.
Well, you said you have 5 points of interest. You'd like other people to give their 5 points of interest.
Abortion.
What are they? What's one?
Abortion.
Abortion, meaning pro?
Without a doubt. This is
pro-choice.
That's besides everything, it is prioritized to you, the woman, not to the government.
Not to the government.
At all.
So it's a personal choice.
Phone addiction. The number one problem we have today is our young people are on phones, seeing things they should not be seeing. People put out there, oh, I'm this one, I'm that one. The phone should be a reality of business, but not about all the stuff that young people are seeing and being shown today. There was a time when I was young, there was X. If you were a certain age, you couldn't do it. Now, everybody in the world is on their phone and they do not feel good enough.
But you know what's so interesting? I want to mention one thing about you is that you lived in a house where your mother was not there very much, even though it sounded like as you got older, as you became a teenager, she became more involved in your life. But she still influenced you. And she was strict. It sounds like she was pretty strict about things.
There's a way to give a child a phone if they need you. Right. But there is a blank space that they cannot see everything that's on that phone.
I see.
And they can't play with it on that.
Got it.
That's all. There's control systems that can be done.
Number 3.
Gun control.
Gun control.
Number one issue, gun control. Why should we be having children die at school? Because the wrong people have guns. I'm not saying no to guns. I do not believe in guns. However, if you need one, you don't walk in a street with a gun and your baby in front of you. That's in Texas. Unacceptable. I'm sorry.
So what about more security in the schools so that when you walk into school that you'll have to have a system where you go through like in an airport and there's controls to make sure you don't have a gun with you in the school. What do you think of that idea? Do you like it or not?
I do not believe guns should be out there.
Period. Well, that's going to be
we are asking for gun. Look at the countries that are without guns and how safe they are. Okay. Where is the care in healthcare?
Got it. Yes.
Everybody is not being taken care of because the doctors have all left. The nurses are over their head. Every one of us is getting older. I'm now 76. Sorry to say that.
But I am. You look great.
26 and 12. And yes, I need health care. But we have to take care of everybody. Healthcare is very important. Exactly. The environment. No question. We've left it alone. But when this place had to stop, when everybody got sick, the sky was clear, the water was clear. We have to learn how to be within our environment. The amount of stuff gets aired in, aired out, aired in, aired out. Let's forget it. We have to come up with a new reality in retail.
Yeah, I agree. You're right.
I mean, these are things that I truly care about. And I will do anything possible to get it right together. I've been involved with the 2 women films about women's rights. Women's rights are women's rights. They're not political rights. They're women's rights. I have an amazing spiritual teacher. Absolutely phenomenal. I've been with her for over 20 years. She has 3 children, 6 grandchildren. Every single one of them work, 24/7. This is not about a woman not working. In fact, the woman has 2 jobs. They have healthcare things. They take care of their children. Women are not over here and send us back to the dark ages. Notice the women who had the cast, they all want to they're smart. Women are smart because we see the whole thing.
I have a t-shirt that says women are smarter.
Man is singularity. A woman who gives birth to a child, who understands that next generation and her responsibility to it. No question about it. It's his too. And if it's not, then you get the people who can do it. I was never home. Do I feel guilty about it? You know what? My daughter keeps on telling me, Mom, you wouldn't be who you are today if you were home all the time. I mean, I wouldn't have to be home.
Well, you got home to Gabby and you brought her around. You took her everywhere, didn't you? She was with you a lot.
Yeah, I moved out here to be in New York with her, but she used to cry when I would leave to Europe, and said, Mommy, where are you? But now she's that worker.
Right. And she's a great mother. Now. She's a great mom.
I'm very, very proud of my daughter.
You should
really
be.
Proud. And I have 2 other grandchildren. I have other family, my husband's, Lisa and Corey. But my great-granddaughter, who did every single one of my ad campaigns that you would see here when she was young, now has a daughter. She did every one of, the girls standing on the top of the train. That was her.
You have inspired your family, I think. At least your daughter seems inspired by you. And you're always so good at partnering with great people. I know you just had the CFDA Awards, which you received one in 1990. And then you just gave one to, was it Stephen Burrows this past month at the CFDA Awards that you're still involved?
Stephen and I are the only 2 people who are alive for when we went to the Palace of Versailles.
Oh, the Battle of Versailles.
I was pregnant with Gabby, 8.5. I had just gone to Germany to do all the fabrics for the next collection. Now I'm in Paris. Billy Blair wore the clothes. I was right outside, dressing her and undressing her. Was the most extraordinary artistic.
Liza Minnelli sang.
Liza Minnelli. Yes. Bonjour Paris.
Bonjour Paris.
And then Anne went on, first person woman in. She was put down in the basement, by the way. So that's why I had to stay upstairs on there.
So Anne Klein was part of the Battle of Versailles?
It was Anne Klein, Oscar de la Renta.
Yes.
Bill Blass.
Yes.
Alston was there. And the gentleman who I gave the award to the other night.
Stephen Burrows. And he did those fabulous knits, which remind me a little bit of your clothing.
Color.
But
the way the Americans showed their clothes, Europeans had never seen anything like this. Because the girls are walking around with sticks like this, in Europe. We are wild. And they say, what do you mean? You put the clothes on? They have hook. They have somebody have to hook them in their clothes. They never, and that was American fashion was born.
And also a lot of black models. There weren't a lot of black models back then, right?
Completely.
So Pat Cleveland was one of them, right? Pat Cleveland?
Oh, Pat was there, but she's so incredible.
Yeah. Well, you have had some incredible ad campaigns.
My first year was DKNY.
Oh, I love that. In Times Square, in the middle of Times Square.
and it was all downtown. Everybody so upset. Now, you want to say something? I was the first person to do neoprene.
Well, I remember you had some big event. Oh, I remember Barbara Streisand wanted a sweater because it was like the color that she loves, burgundy, and then it was flammable. And you said, Barbara, you can't have it. It's going to go up in flames.
No, but to me, these clothes are the same clothes. This is
They're
my
beautiful.
inspiration. These are my clothes. Same
So
clothes.
the inspiration was Bhutan, right? That was when you were in Bhutan?
So I travel the world. Oh my God. Many years ago.
Many years ago.
And
So
here,
Donna, what's your inspiration right now?
these were the first two people who did my collection. Demi and Bruce. Demi Moore and Bruce Willis.
Oh, I couldn't tell. Sorry. Demi Moore. Oh my God, I love them.
First collection. These clothes look as good today as they did then.
Yeah, your ad campaigns were brilliant. I mean, Calvin Klein did it very sexy, but you did very elegant ad campaigns. They were so elegant.
And here, I had a crush on him, so I asked for him. Jeremy Irons.
Right.
And look at Bruce.
Wow, those are great. You had so many famous people wearing your clothes. All the famous people wore them. I know, in the 80s.
I did not believe in models.
Right.
I believed in stories.
I understand. And you still love a story, a good story.
Stories for me were more important than models. I'm a traveler. If I could choose any place in the world, I'd go to Bali.
Okay. Bali's a good choice. I'll see you there. I'll see you in Bali.
Bali is a healing, magnificent. It's about the land and the people.
Well, where the world is just is facing, obviously a convergence of different crises, where social, economic, like you mentioned it, mental issues, pandemic issues, climate change issues. But our mission is obviously, we want great leadership. We need great leadership. We need, to deal with our mental well-being because so many of us are lonely and sad and depressed.
I believe that there should be people living together. We don't need, I have a huge apartment here. I'm not going to say I don't. I'm one person. I don't need it.
Right.
I want to live with a group of people that have healthcare around there and we all get together. We have stuff to discuss. There's a lot to be said about wanting to be in a place, in a space where life exists.
You want to be in a place where you feel community.
I care about Urban Zen. I care about the people here.
Well, one thing I want to end with is that your business success has been very much about social responsibility. They kind of went hand in hand. You always cared while you worked really hard, whether it was about your children or about just whoever. You had so many losses in your life, but you kept on fighting. You were a fighter till the end. You just kept going no matter what. Nothing. You were an indomitable spirit. And that spirit, you can't have lost that spirit. You had a candle collection, so you obviously know what it means to light up the world.
I still have the spirit that.
Well, when you move to Bali and you build a Parrot K in Bali, Parrot K2, will you let me know where that's going to be?
I will. I'm going to build places for people.
Okay. Well, you have always been a developer.
I care too much about us all.
Well, you've trailblazed, you've innovated, you've broken rules all along. This podcast is about trailblazing, innovating, and rule breaking. And you're going to continue to do that, Donna.
Regardless, wherever I am.
Right.
I right now travel the world because I'm a world traveler. And this is time to do it.
This is the time.
Because I could make better of a difference helping people.
I agree. Well, then continue to do what you're passionate about, which is helping people.
I always want to work. I always want to help. I always want to do something. I want to create.
Thank you so much for your time. You are always going to be the light. We're not going to the darkness. Sorry. Not going to the darkness.
I'm not a dark person.
No, I know. Even though you love wearing black.
One people, right. The reason I wear black, you make it skinnier.
And your home is a lot of black, too.
And white.
And white, black and white. Thank you so much. Please listen and subscribe to the show on YouTube. In addition, wherever you listen to podcasts, please share and leave a review. Thank you.